Had your man swing, check the campaign. Ain't a damn thing, stay in your damn lane. Met a juggerda, she gave me juggerda. Bitch, we sell my hop, burn it from another block. Keeping the juggalo pimping, all of my niggas gon' get it. Half you juggalo simply, none of you niggas gon' get it. I'm that juggalo, we be juggalo. Keep your valuables in the fucking vault. On the floor, kicking it dope, we on the road. Matching that classic catch and get fast and smacking up all the folks. Bitch, we juggle it, ain't that juggle with a juggling. Why you juggling? Fuck it, then we get into something. We rushing and no discussion, no wondering. It is nothing, we dumping them. You cuffed the bummer chicks, we only stick with queens. Clay, Christina, Lee, bitch, watch me bang. I'm a juggernaut, you a juggernaut. Pump that juggernaut. Banging in your fucking block. I'm a juggernaut, you a juggernaut. Pump that juggernaut, banging in your fucking block. I'm a juggernaut. You a juggernaut. I'm a juggernaut, you a juggernaut. Pump that juggernaut, banging in your fucking block. Shout out to Deborah, Jugga classic, inseparable. Graduated from Severland, murder Patrick and Evelyn. Grab the axe with a wretched grin. Bitch made grown men full of estrogen. Get this flesh in they neck again. Shout out to Joey, you, that is too dope to you. And my brother do, killing what we supposed to do. We the chosen few, keep it mobile and focused. Too hocus pocus, the joke is you hope you choke on the shoulder too. Shout out to DJ Clayton, and he made they on the beat, they slay and repeat that defeat we elite, they break and keep it a secret that he say stays. That rain on top, main stage can't be replaced. That fade don't spray, I'm A-OK, I call your and your mates, cuz the way she spread for the bread, she's so friendly. Fuck a poop dollar, you ain't worth a jug of penny. Shout out that Hex, like step from straight in the west. I know they hate on the best, I'm just a slaying the rest. Yes, bitch, I'm in that mode, straight invincible. Hit that blow, hit that switch explode. I'm on the hunt, you looking like you lunch. Bitches hating, you can see me in the front, bitch. I'm a juggernaut, you a juggernaut. Pump that juggernaut, banging in your fucking block. I'm a juggernaut, you a juggernaut. Pump that juggernaut, banging in your fucking block. I'm a juggernaut, you a juggernaut. I'm a juggernaut, you a juggernaut. Pump that juggernaut, banging in your fucking block.
There we are. Hey, how's it going?
That shit went hard. I haven't heard that song in a while. That shit went hard.
Oh, great.
I like that.
How's it going? What's been up with you?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh man. Hold on. I hear a little echo right now. Is that just me?
Well, hold on a second. It's D. I'm muting him for a second.
Check. I still hear it, but if it's good for y'all.
It might be the pod, maybe.
It's D's mic in somewhere.
Let me see.
And you're still mute, homie.
Audio, echo cancellation. Check. All right, I'm good now. I don't hear it no more.
All right. What about
Yeah,
you?
check it.
You good?
No audio.
How the chat? How's the chat, man? Is the echo gone? Let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, we good. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Man, I'm good. Happy to be here, man. What up? How's everybody doing?
Good, good.
Tired last night.
Say what?
Go ahead, Luke.
It's a tired ass night over here, but that song got me hype.
Yeah, like for real, like I was kind of bopping, like I haven't heard it in a minute, and yeah, it's dope. I'm proud of that shit, and it's different from what I usually do, so I'm glad to hear people fucking with it.
For sure. What was your mindset going in writing that?
Juggernaut, man. So I got a beat from Devereaux. I had that beat for a long time. I had a whole different hook, whole different concept, whole different verse for it. It was kind of just like some, I guess, I don't want to say generic, but like just like some basic type wicked shit, you know what I'm saying, going to it. And I was out on tour with like not on the tour, but like a couple show runs with like DJ Clay and shit like that. I was in Virginia, and I was in Virginia. This is funny. This is a great fucking question. I was in, I think, Virginia getting tattooed. Well, Clay was getting tattooed. So we're hanging out in his basement with Mad Juggalos the night before the show. And this guy has like mad, hold on, let me get a drink real quick. This guy has like mad fucking memorabilia and shit like that all around his basement. And I just saw like the Juggernaut chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like a little action figure of the Juggernaut.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know, it just came to me like right there, like right then and then, everything just came to me when I saw the Juggernaut. And then the next day, or like maybe 2 days later, I was at the mall and I started writing it in my phone. Like it all just came to me, you know what I'm saying? And I was like knee deep in like Juggalo shit, you know, surrounded by Juggalos with my brother who's a Juggalo, touring with Clay and shit like that. So it was all I was surrounded by Juggalo shit at that time. So I was like, this is a good time, and it was way better than the song I wrote beforehand. And yeah, I even got I even got fucking footage of me writing it like in the mall. Like I, you know what I'm saying? My brother sitting next to me. It was dope. It was dope.
For sure, it turned out great. In my opinion.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, for sure. You want to start it off, Luke? Go ahead.
I thought you had something right there.
Oh, I got a bunch, but
that's solid, man. That's a solid fucking question, man. I don't think that story really ever came out. So like, so you know what I mean? So like the fact that that story even came out, this means it's about to be a dope ass interview. You know what I'm saying?
Now that was, you said that was on a tour?
Yeah, it was like a couple years back. It was like a couple like a couple show run. I think it was, I did some shit with Wicked Wood in New Jersey. Oh, it was the year I think Juggalo Day didn't have a Juggalo Day. It was that year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so like a couple Juggalos had their own type of shows going on around that time. And one of them was in Virginia. Clay was on. And then another one I was on, and not with not Clay. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm going to do both of those shows. So we did the shit in Virginia with Clay. It was like the Juggalo Jump Off. That's what it was. It was Clay. He headlined. I was on that shit. And then I was like, I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to do the shit with Wicked Wood and everybody. And yeah, that's how it came about.
Yeah, man.
Wicked Wood, how have you done a lot of like business, you'd say, with them?
Nah, that's about it. Just that one show. And other than that, we like, they've just been straight. You know what I'm saying? Like they're from the East Coast like me. So every time we cross paths, it's all been love. But no songs or anything like that. We just did that one show. But yeah, they were like really, really buzzing at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was straight. It was a cool opportunity.
Just what do you personally feel is your biggest contribution to our culture? Whether you count myself that or Juggalo.
Well, for the Juggalo community, definitely being myself. being just genuine, you know what I'm saying, not conforming. I'm different, okay, when it comes to this community, meaning I'm myself, and there's only one me, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people in other areas, you know what I'm saying, when I say I'm down with the Juggalos or I'm a Juggalo, they don't recognize it. They don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck? Like, how are you a Juggalo? And I'm proud to be that. I'm proud to be that different image, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have these perceptions, and I'm happy to change that perception for a lot of different people, because I'm in all different areas, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the hip hop crowd, I'm in the acting crowd, all that shit, where they may have heard Juggalos from afar and they're not familiar with it. So when I rep it, when I rep the Hatchet Man, and they're like, ain't that Insane Clown Posse? And I tell them all about it, and I rep that shit proudly, they're like, oh shit. So if you're down, it can't be what the fuck I see on TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
so you
nah,
bring yourself to the Juggalos, you bring the Juggalos to everybody else.
100%, because that's what the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't hide that, and I don't hide that. I rep it very hard. I rep it very proudly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm me, and I'm doing it with no fucking gimmick. Shout out to my cat right there. I love it, nigga.
I just figured that little motherfucker in the background, no lie.
That's my guy. Yo, I did a shit called Cat Raps. This nigga went platinum. So he's the biggest star to me. You're gonna have to line that shit up, line that fucking interview up one day. He costs a little bit more than I do.
You handle his funds too, huh?
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he keeps it on lock. I don't get to touch it. I just get to hold it for him. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when it comes to my, like, whatever I love, whatever I'm a part of, I bring to my art. So I love the fuck out of my caps. I'm creating cat raps for my cats. You know what I'm saying? I'm in love with wrestling.
Like you put a lot of energy into everything you do. Yeah,
and it has to, and it's real energy. It's not fake. You know what I'm saying? If I put some shit where it's like I'm doing some shit for a money grab or something, or like it don't come out as dope. But when I love it, like wrestling or Juggalo shit or hip hop, I love hip hop. That's why my hip hop shit so
maybe
fucking real.
And passion.
Say what now?
Maybe passion would be a better word than energy then.
You say energy, but like that's the word that's followed me around more than any other word in my career. You know what I'm saying? My first album is called Energy because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's my debut album. So you don't doubt yourself. You hit the nail on the head. You know what I'm saying? Energy is my first debut album, dropped in 2019. It started everything. Started the momentum we're on right now.
Now, when did you start writing?
I started writing in elementary school. I still have I don't know where y'all from, but where I'm from, we had like little blue books back in like I don't know, man. They were like these cheap ass little notebooks they gave people in elementary school, and I still have those to this day, like raps in the fucking blue books. You know what I'm saying? So I've been writing for a long time, since a little kid.
Do you use any of that stuff you wrote when you were younger now in your music that you make these days?
Not elementary school me, but I still perform songs to this day that I've performed and written when I was a legit teenager. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a song called Give Me That Dough, which is to this day one of my most popular songs, period. And I wrote that shit back when I was like, you know what I'm saying, very like young, like teenage, you know what I mean? So and Stone Cold, you know, a couple, you know, I bring, because like my music's timeless, man. So I could perform a lot of my old Killer T shit now, and it'll still hit. You know what I'm saying? I did a Killer T kind of tribute set a couple years ago, and a lot of those songs still, you know, felt right, felt like they're doable. And Give Me That Dough remains on my set list today. But while I'm evolving and while my shit's getting better, a lot of those old songs are put on the back burner and shit like that. So I can't really do it as much as I can, as I could, but because a lot of new shit takes forefront, and I think it's better. But I can't do a lot of old school Killer T shit if I choose to.
Do you think you've advanced as an artist since that time?
100%, man. And that's the name of the game. Always getting better with the pen. Always getting better with, you know, your ideas and your visuals. Always presenting yourself better. You know what I'm saying? I came from, you know, the basement, my mom's basement. You know, making DIY music videos on a fucking flip camera. You know what I'm saying, on MySpace. You know what I'm saying? And it progressed all the way to where we're at now. You know what I mean? So always got to evolve, man.
Did you ever expect it to go the direction it did? All the opportunities you've had. I mean, be a little cocky if you want to, man. Like, fucking, if you thought this would all happen, be honest about it.
100%, man. And I still to this day am only getting started. Like, I'm only scratching the surface. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the album,
wow, right.
I hear something. The album I'm promoting now is called Maniflex, and it's all about what's it called? Like manifestation. You know what I'm saying? So like I definitely
you're a big believer
visualize
in into real life.
100%, and that's what the whole second album's about, called Maniflex. You know what I mean? It's like it's rapping about it. It's a very positive album, and I'm kind of telling you about it, but I'm also showing you about it with like all the features that's on it. Like I'm showing you that it's actually possible, and I'm like a checklist. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm checking everything I want off. And to this day, when people like
a little bit of the name, are you saying Manifest or Maniflex?
Maniflex, yes sir, Maniflex.
Maniflex.
So yeah. So it's So it's a play on Manifest, but that's so that's what my second album's about, is a big manifestation. And I'm still only getting scratched the surface. When everybody's like showing me love or saying how far I've come, I always reply like, I'm just getting started, man. I've yet to even tap the potential that I'm about to reach.
What's your favorite work that you've done?
It's Maniflex for sure. Yeah, and it's not out yet, and it's coming out. It's the closest it's ever been to be out. It's been done for years. If you've been following me, you've heard about it for years. You've heard about it since the 2021 gathering when I got the hat made and put it in the documentary and shit like that. But it's something I'm really proud of, and I'm really I really can't wait for it to finally come out. But that's my favorite work, man. There's a lot of dreams came true on that album. And as far as say what now?
Sorry, I got that habit where I cut people right the fuck off.
Yeah, you sure do. Well, go ahead. What is it?
How long have you been working on it?
Oh, I feel that's funny because the working on it part, not that long. The holding on to it, waiting for the right time to drop it. No, it's been straight the fuck up done. Like I haven't touched that album in a long time. All right. So it's been on hold for a long time. You know what I'm saying? When a couple labels showed interest and shit, wanting to drop it. And I was in the process of rolling it out myself back a couple years ago, back when Blood on the Hood dropped, back when Prime dropped, Stuck in Michigan dropped. That was the rollout. That was the initial rollout. I was going to drop it on my label, Elite Energy Entertainment. And then a couple labels showed interest, and then I put it on hold and kind of came up with a game plan. And it's not till this year where all the cards fell and all the energies aligned, and it felt right to finally do it. And it's finally about to come out. But as far as working on it, it's been done. I haven't touched that in quite some time. Can't hear you.
Me?
Yeah. Now I can hear you now.
I was just saying that's patience I could never have. Sorry, for a second I thought you were me again.
What now? I seen your set during 2022 gathering. That was 22, right when DJ Clay came out during your set and you guys announced that you signed at AR.
I think that was 23, the Outer Space, because we came out in the Men in Black gimmick. Yeah,
for sure. And then, how'd you come up with the whole Michael Myers gimmick that you did?
Michael Myers, Jordan Jackson. That is. I remember where I was when I made that. I heard the beat. Can't explain why. Can't explain how. Literally just came out of my shit, and I ran with it. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit that when I create, I just go with literally the first thing that comes. If I'm struggling to write something, it's usually not one of my best shits. If I'm like sitting on a beat for a long time and it's not really coming out easily, It's probably not ever gonna come out, or it's not some of my best. My best shits is when it just pops in my fucking head and I go with it. So when a beat drops and I heard, when I heard Michael Myers, Jordan Jackson, I was like, I'm gonna write a whole shit about a nigga named Michael Myers, Jordan Jackson. And every bar, one bar is gonna be about Michael Myers, one bar is gonna be about Michael Jordan, one bar is gonna be about Michael Jackson, one bar, and then so on. You know what I'm saying? I created like a fucking a character out of him, in which I only display on certain occasions, special occasions, where I come out in a Michael Jordan jersey with the Michael Jackson glove and a hat and a Michael Myers mask, and you know, it's very fucking memorable to those who've seen it.
For sure, and it brings a different type of energy with the crowd getting hyped too. Like, oh shit, what's
it's definitely memorable, and it's definitely. Thank you, man. It's definitely memorable, and it's definitely like a risk, because a lot of people are like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, it's tough. If at Hollow Wicked, I opened up with that shit, all right, because I had to do like a kind of like a dress change, like a costume change in the middle.
Yeah.
So instead of like leaving my mid set to change into it, I came out and then I just took the costume off. Wow. So Hollow Wicked 2021, it was like I came out. That's my first song. So a lot of people who didn't know me are like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? But a year later and many shows later, people still remember that. But like, yo, you did that Michael Myers shit. I'm like, yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, man. Fucking, you left an impression, burned that image right into people's brains.
And I still remember my first gathering. I did it, and that's what V Sinister was like, mind blown. All right, so I that's when I met V Sinister 2021 gathering after my set on the Clown Drip stage. I remember him coming to my merch booth after. He was just like, Michael Myers, what? Like, he was just mind blown. And he was a fan from that day one, and that spawned the Bars Project, and that spawned for him to be in one of my main homies. But I think that's what like really blew his mind. You know what I'm saying? The Michael Myers, Jordan Jackson track.
You got any more stuff like that planned to keep it going, or was that just like a small project thing and then you were done?
Oh, you talking Bars?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Bars was a complete V Sinister brainchild. You know what I'm saying? He brought us together, and we were with it, you know what I'm saying? Because we respect V and we respect each other, the other members in the group. So we were down to do it. And you know, we didn't have plans like after that, but like what that did was got us on like to what's it called? To headline a stage at the gathering. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't ask to be a part of the gathering. We didn't submit to be, you know, to show Bars. They reached out to us. So, you know what I'm saying? So that was like really cool. That was a really cool moment. That's an accomplishment that Bars did that we weren't expecting. We just did it for the fans, to give the fans some dope ass music, to give some fans a dope ass collab project. And what that did was got us on to headline a stage at the gathering. So that it exceeded expectations as far as that goes. So when we see that shit happen, we're like, oh, so if that happened in our first shit, maybe we should, you know what I'm saying, keep this rolling. You know what I'm saying? See what else can come from this. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. How long you been a Juggalo?
I've been a Juggalo since like maybe 7 years old, 6 years old, like very young, because I found the Carnival Carnage CD in my basement, like loose. You know what I'm saying? Like with no context, no fucking no casing, no booklet, nothing. All right. Because I used to go down to my brother's room and like sneak in his room and steal CDs, right? And like go pop them and go burn them on tapes. You know what I'm saying? Go record them on tape so I can have the music. You know what I mean? So one of those days I did it, and this shows my age group. So when I say like 6, 7, 8, that's how young I was. I wasn't doing that shit, you know what I'm saying, as a 9-year-old, 10-year-old. I was doing that shit as a little ass kid. So that's why it's so burned in my mind. Like I'm out here sneaking around. So I do that again, and his room's locked. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm like, oh damn, I can't sneak in his room. So I'm just roaming around the basement, man. And as a little kid, just roaming around the basement, and then I see a box with maybe CDs and shit in it. And then I see a CD with like pink and blue ass fucking clowns around it. You know what I'm saying? I go upstairs, pop it in, and the rest was history, man.
So would you say like ICP is the one that got you to start writing as a kid?
Nah, man, I was in love with hip hop because of my brother Angel. Way before that, and I was more into what he was listening to when I was riding around with him. He was listening to people like No Limit Records, saying DMX, Rough Riders, Big Pun, shit like that. I was a big hip hop guy, Eazy-E, I'm saying, shit like that. So those are the people that that was hip hop to me. Biggie, Tupac, I'm saying? Those were hip hop. So that was hip hop. So what made ICP? So at that point, I was a big fan, and I was already like trying to, Capone and Noriega, another big one, what I'm saying? So I was already like writing raps in that perspective, like gangster rap, because all that shit is pretty much gangster rap, what I'm saying? So when I was writing, I was rapping about busting guns and all that shit that I was listening to. But it wasn't until ICP came and I was like, what the fuck is this, man? I was like, it was a dark, gentle night in a little town of your town. And then the next track, Carnival Carnage. Then the next track, waiting on the juggling, drunk in the mist. I'm like, oh shit, this is rap. This is rap. Okay.
What was the first song on that album that you were really like, oh shit? Like what's the one you were bumping a lot?
It was Juggler off the rip. The beat was crazy. The Carnival Carnage beat was crazy. It got me there. But then this nigga is spitting his fucking ass off. So that's why I was like, all right, this shit is rap. This is not like anything I'm listening. This isn't like Master P. This isn't like Eazy-E. This isn't like anything I'm hearing at the fucking time. This opened my whole fucking world up to like, what the fuck is this? Because they take you on a journey of like the funny skits, right? With the Redneck Ho and Joanna, come on, Joanna. So they take you on some funny shit. And then they take you to some scary shit. Now that the acts as a kid was kind of like so vivid, I'm like playing it out in my mind. I'm like, yo, this shit is kind of scary. So they take you on like a scary journey, and then they take you up again, and it's all rap. But I've never heard of these people, and I didn't hear about them again until like middle school or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like no, later elementary actually. When I finally figured out somebody else knew who they were because they weren't on TV. I never seen them around. So that Carnival Carnage CD was the only thing I've ever had of them for a little while. You know what I mean? But that holds such a special place in my heart because it opened my mind to like different avenues of music. I'm like, this shit is hip hop, but nothing else sounds like that. And ever since then, I was hooked.
It's the most unique hip hop there is.
Gotta be.
What was your first show?
My first show was, I think, ICP show or just show.
Yeah. First ICP.
My first ICP show was Bang Pow Boom in 2008. I wasn't going to shows, period, any shows before then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I may have been like I went to like Lloyd Banks. I went to like a G-Unit show. My sister brought me to a G-Unit show. That just wasn't something I was doing in my life. I wasn't going to shows. If I was doing that, I would have been going to shows way longer. I've known about them way longer. But it wasn't until I started going to shows where I started going to like every fucking show after that. Tech Nine and anything that came around my city. What's the Palladium? Shit like that. But
how old were you at?
However, I'm not good at like dates, man. So I was definitely like probably 18 or 17. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing the math correctly. Yeah, it was like whatever that album came out, maybe 2008, 2009. I still got pictures from it. I brought my little brother to it. That was his first show. He painted up as Violent J. I painted up as Shaggy 2 Dope. And I painted up as the Shaggy 2 Dope from the Wraith with the silver. You know what I'm saying? I still got pictures from all that. So that was our first show, man. But if I were to go to shows, I would have been going way before that.
When was your first time opening up for them?
My first time opening up for ICP was 2019. It was, I think, the last Rock and Shock in Worcester Palladium, and I was upstairs. They had a couple because it was Rock and Shock, so it was a lot of people going on. So I was upstairs, and then Mad Max was downstairs. So we agreed beforehand. We were like, "Yo, if you're on downstairs, let's do shit on your shit. And vice versa." So Mad Max rocked some shit with me upstairs, and I rocked some shit with him downstairs. You know what I'm saying? But that was my first time opening up for ICP.
Shout out to Mad Max also.
Hell yeah.
B, are you there?
Yeah, I think I'm here. Am I here?
You're here.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me? There's no ticking.
Yeah. What up?
No echo. Well, damn, almost everything he's talked about was part of my questions because I didn't know your background, so I just started like I've heard you in the Juggalo scene. I know you edit for the Shaggy Show. I know some of the stuff you've done, but I didn't know like you went to like school and acting and all the movies you've been in and all this other shit, the whole Cats thing. So I started digging because I only know about the Juggalo shit. And I'm like, oh man, this dude. You're in The Purge. You're in Wakanda Forever. You're in Dexter. You're in all this.
That's my
nuts.
What's it? That's my fucking poster up there. Hold on. Right there is
like you're one of the most iconic characters in the movie.
That's my character right there. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole ass movie poster. I'm very proud of that.
So I mean, and then I was going to ask like why you went from Killer T to Tierre Diaz and the transition, but then once I realized like you've been in a bunch of different films and commercials and all types of stuff, I'm like I didn't know none of that about you because I only know you from the Juggalo world, and I was like, oh, this is trippy, and it like kind of reminds me of like Prozac, who you know, produces a bunch of horror and other stuff now, you know what I mean? And I'm like, well, this dude, like, you've lived a hell of a life before even becoming a Juggalo. Some of the names you worked with and some of the stuff you done, I was just kind of mind blown because I only knew you as a rapper and our culture. So I was like,
not before becoming Juggalo.
Well, he's been a Juggalo his whole life, but I'm saying before like breaking through the scene, like into the scene out big, like I didn't know none of this, and I was just like looking, and I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy!" You worked with Wayne Brady. Like, I want to hear some stories about some of the people you work with in the Hollywood film industry, like the craziest shit, the funniest shit, the scariest shit. Because I bet you got stories for days that ain't even to do with our culture, and then being a Juggalo in the Hollywood culture, that's pretty trippy. So, like, I have so much things I'm curious about. But you already started some of them.
Spacey?
Huh?
I said you ever met Kevin Spacey?
Never thank God.
So how'd you get into acting?
Yeah, so right real quick to respond to D, man. All that shit is super dope to hear, brother, because it's definitely a tale of two careers. Killer T, Tierre Diaz. Killer T this guy, this younger me, this younger version, fucking schooled it, brother. Just a DIY young kid, killing it. You know, a lot of people still know him from the Funk Volume era. You know what I'm saying? I was really tapped in with Hobson and all them, and the Don't Fuck Up Our Beats contest and shit like that.
See, I never put two and two together because I don't research. Because I love Funk Volume and the whole Team Backpack ciphers and everything that's came through there, and I never associated you with Killer T.
That's what I'm saying. It's a tale of two. It's a tale of two fucking careers, brother. Like there's the Killer T side who fucking killed it, just like made a legacy all its own, man. And it wasn't until 2019 when the name change happened, and to address why I made the name change, it was really to bring it all together. It was bringing it all together. I didn't want to Killer T and a Tierre Diaz no more. You know what I'm saying? I wanted when people look me up to find everything. You know what I'm saying? Because when people saw me as Killer T, they just saw my shit. They didn't see my acting. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it all encompassing, and that was a very risky move because Killer T was such an established brand in the underground at the time. And I lost a lot of people just through the name change. You know what I'm saying? No fault on their own. Just the fact that they were like, what the fuck happened to Killer T? You know what I mean? But I was done, you know, having it separate. I wanted it all encompassing. I wanted people to see all sides of me at all times because I'm proud of everything. I'm proud of my acting. I'm proud of my music. I wanted just a one encompassing Google search to see everything. And that's where the name change came from.
So you found a CD, you found a Juggalo lifestyle, you adopted it, became full-fledged thanks to your brother, and you grew up in like a giant clown town. So I'm just kind of curious how all that led up to you going to study at the Upright Citizens Brigade to start you in if that was the start of your going into acting. Like, was that something you were passionate about since you were a kid? Like the acting, producing side, was that always like part of you?
Two things. All my life, I wanted to be a rapper. I want to be an actor. All my life, that's what I knew. That's what I knew what I was gonna be. All right. So, and I never settled. I never settled. I never fucking thought anything else. I knew I was gonna be an actor, and I knew I wanted to do music. So, in those avenues, while pursuing my dreams, while pursuing my avenues, different like subgenres of those avenues. So, say in my rapping journey comes the Juggalo world, the underground world, the funk volumes, all that shit. And in my acting journey, I've always fell in love. I've always been in love with comedy. You know what I'm saying? So my biggest acting influences were Jim Carrey and Amy Poehler. All right. So Amy Poehler, obviously one of the founders of Upright Citizens Brigade, UCB. And I fell in love with improv comedy through her. I found, Comedy Bang Bang. I'm a big fan of them. And I found a lot of the performers on there were also UCB performers. So that's what kind of nudged me there. And I fell in love with it. And that's when I have a passion, I attack the passion and I make it involved. I want to be involved with it and I want to be a part of my passion. So improv was one of my passions. And that led to many auditions. That led to the Wayne Brady thing. Man, and that's another thing I'm very proud of. That's my UCB certificate right there, man. Signed by the original, Upright Citizens Brigade.
I'm a huge comedy fan too, and I who's on that anyway. Anything with Wayne Brady, he's hilarious. How was it working with him?
It was amazing. It was very unique because he came off of straight up Broadway. he came straight off of Broadway performance of Kinky Boots to our show in the Lower East Side UCB Theater to do a show, and it was a rap improv show called Battlelicious. And what Battlelicious is like a little bit of improv, a little bit of battle rap. So we were like head to head in the final round, me versus Wayne Brady, and it was definitely an iconic fucking night, man. And he was super nice. We got a bunch of pictures together, and I got to say, that's on my resume forever, and that's in my life experiences forever. You know what I mean? He's really cool.
And that's how that led to the Jamal role or whatever.
Oh man, yeah. So like Jamal, like all my acting credits, which is just me just grinding the acting circuit. You know what I'm saying? Just like it started out from doing background work and finding out how the game kind of works. Because if you're not in the acting world, you don't know how the fuck anything works. So I had to get in the bitch. I had to do some extra work and kind of like eavesdrop and trying to like, just soak game in from all these other actors and then apply it. So once I learned how casting worked and how to audition and how to get on sets, that's how I moved. And UCB got me like some auditions in New York because that's in New York. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of networking out there, which was great. I just came back from there from yesterday. I still work in New York constantly. You know what I mean? So New York, UCB got me a lot of shit out there. And they even opened the world to where I can do improv comedy here in Boston. You know what I'm saying? So that's really cool too. But all my acting shit was just like DIY, self-submitting. You know what I'm saying? Self-submitting, building a resume, building an acting reel, doing free acting jobs, doing student films, doing YouTube, all that type of shit, just to build my resume and build my reel. So when it came to like the actual like bigger roles and auditions, I had a solid shit that people can look at and be like, okay, yeah, let's consider him for the job.
So how far into like your acting did you branch off into the music, or was it at the same time, or was it before, like with you starting to record and chasing that?
Yeah, I was doing music first. I was Killer T before anything. I was Killer T before I started acting. I want to say late, man. And it sucks because that's like I would have loved to do more acting, but I was not, I was doing sketches and comedy shit on MySpace and YouTube, like shit like that. Like I was still putting shit out as far as acting, showing that I can act, but it wasn't, I didn't get into the actual industry till maybe 2016 or 15. And to me, that's late because Killer T has already been killing that shit on, the music tip, rocking all these local shows and all that shit. So if I would have started earlier, who knows where I'd be at the point. But I was definitely rapping way beforehand. And it wasn't until the acting started catching up to where it was equal and even surpassed the music. Fast forward to 2019, that's when I was like, fuck that. I want to make everything one and everything kind of caught up to each other. But it was like, it was definitely music first, acting. 2019, everything finally gelled.
So do you feel like your music grind made it easier for you to acclimate and push into like the acting sphere that you wanted to do? Like learning from the grind?
Is he breaking up for y'all? That was kind of choppy. I couldn't hear that.
A little bit.
So what I was asking is like what you learned while you were doing the music stuff as Killer T and grinding to that, did that help with like branching off into the acting? Was it like a similar grind?
I would say so, man, because I was treating acting as like an independent artist when like in reality you need like an agent, you need connections, you need in my fucking DIY mindset of applying what the fuck I know from music to acting, I kind of made those on my own. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like did it a different route, you know what I mean? So that it definitely helped me because it was naive for me to think that I could do it by myself. So by the time that I got to a point where I needed an agent, or by the time I got to like actual big auditions, people were like, how did you get all this on your resume? How did you get all this on your reel without
hard work?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like what the fuck? How'd you get in the SAG after all that shit? And I was like, yeah, I just went for it, man. I just went for it. So it definitely helped.
Whether it's music or the entertainment industry in any variety, you're selling yourself, and that can be a real bitch sometimes. Not everybody wants to buy.
Right.
I don't know, but just from looking at all the stuff you've done in both avenues, like the whole next project, Maniflex, like it looks like you've manifested everything you've thought about, like from your young age to your teen years. Like maybe not everything, because I'm sure there's still people you want to do music with, and maybe other acting slots you want to do, but like, man, you've had a hell of a career for as old as you are so far, you know what I mean? And like you still got so much time ahead of you, you know what I mean? So like anything's possible.
Grateful, dog, man. It's like it's so great, like absolutely. Right now I'm living my dreams, but I can safely say that I still have so much more to go, and I still have so much faith and belief that like this is still early. You know what I mean? As far as I made it, as much as I accomplished, as much as I checked off of my, because I've checked off a lot. You know what I'm saying? In 2019, I wrote down all of my goals. I wrote down everything I've ever wanted in fucking life. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started my fucking meditation journey, my prayer journey, visualization journey. I really, really got into it. And ever since that day, I was fucking checking them off one by one. Working with Insane Clown Posse was definitely up there. Working with Royce the 5'9" was definitely up there. You know what I'm saying? Being on Dexter, being in commercials, all these stuff was on the list. But I'm still adding to that motherfucker. And I have nothing but faith that, you know, that I'm on the right track to doing even better. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so grateful for everything I've accomplished to this point.
Is that behind you, is that kind of a little wall of memories you got there? It seems to be a lot of stuff you're proud of. Would you like to give us a little rundown of some of that?
Absolutely, man. So this is just like my studio, my home studio. Right here I got the Rock Funko Pop from from WrestleMania 40. Because believe it or not, fucking going to WrestleMania was something I manifested, and something that I've always wanted from a child, i.e. like not really going to concerts. Like when back in the day, I also wasn't going to like pay-per-views and shit like that. So I've always been happily watching WrestleManias from home and shit like that and being happy. But it wasn't until I was like, I want to go to fucking WrestleMania. I want to see Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I wrote it down and I believed it, and all that shit came true. So this one is from WrestleMania 40 when he's the final boss. That's pretty cool. Yeah, then I got another one.
I myself have been to a WrestleMania also. It was back when Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart had that Iron Man.
That's classic, brother. You were like a kid then, huh?
Oh yeah.
The fuck yeah, man. Yeah, see, my shit wasn't until an adult, but still. And then right there, I got the John Cena one. That was my first WrestleMania when he came back as Thugonomics Cena. You know You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite John Cena. But that was my first WrestleMania, and that was like some more like just surreal blessings and God and fucking everything guided me to the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying?
You said
And
number 40. What year would that be?
That was last year. So WrestleMania 40 was just last year.
Okay.
Yeah. This is my NYU Tisch Billboard Music Industry Essentials School of the Arts certifications. I wanted to learn a lot about music and the music industry. So I just got this last year, November 2024.
Proud of that.
And then up there, like news articles, that's my purge. That's my tour with Shaggy Two Dope. The flyer right there is an action figure of Flip Gordon, in which I do his music. He's a wrestler, so I do his entrance theme, and because of him, I've gotten to be heavily involved in wrestling, and even my voice was played in Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? Because he wrestled in Madison Square Garden. So my voice was in Madison Square Garden. So, you know, I'm very grateful. That's why he's on the wall. And right here is the ICP figurines because I remember being action figures. I remember being a kid and seeing the Amazing Jekyll Brothers booklet and seeing those in there and wanting them. You know what I'm saying? And never being in stores for real. You know what I'm saying? I never seen them shits. And then never being so young, never really having an avenue to ask for them because my mom didn't know where the fuck to get them, even if I brought it up to her. So, you know, I got them on the wall because I've always wanted them. And right there is a Master P doll. That's another thing I saw in like a No Limit booklet back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like,
my first
figures are nostalgic as fuck.
My first rap album at 8 years old was Silk the Shocker, Charge It to the Game. That's kind of what made me fall in love with hip hop and go down that hole right there. But yeah, No Limits, that was one of the major labels for touring and merchandising and everything. Like they killed it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It still works. I mean, I got this year. Don't give up on your dreams.
No, you just need a Team Murder one.
So you brought up the wrestling, and I had a question about how did you come up with the idea for the AFW series, and how did you land with that getting bought out to have 10 episodes on Rizzle, where you pretty much produced and did all the voices and everything on that, right? That was like your whole brainchild. How did that happen?
Yeah, Rizzle was. I think that came due to my connections with UCB. So that's another UCB connection in New York. Rizzle was an upstart app that I think was just like a TikTok, right? It was like a TikTok app who was trying to come up and they needed content. They needed exclusive content. So when they reached out to creators, you know, I pitched them a couple shows, and two of the shows I pitched them were cat raps, which were basically a series of 1-minute music videos from the perspective of my cat, you know, rap music, like what would cats rap about? So I sold that. So I made a music video, 10 music videos from starring my cat. And then the other one was action figure wrestling because I have action figures. And I was like, I could do that. That sounds fun to me. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of made up the stories on the fly, you know, saw who I had at my disposal. And I was like, and they bought them. They bought the shows. They bought both of them, and they were Rizzle exclusives until the contract ran out. And now I can post them wherever I want, and I could probably produce them more. But I don't know. We'll see if that ever comes to fruition.
I'd like to see.
You cool with playing a song quick?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna take this as a moment. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. What we about to play?
Bad News Killer.
Let's do it.
I ain't even heard this one yet, so I'm excited.
Nickel 9. My boy Tierre, Diaz. Hey, my G. Don't you hate when motherfuckers? They act like they don't like evolution. They act like they don't want to see a nigga grow. They be like, yo, Tierre, why don't you just do that shit you used to do?
Heard you want that overkill, overfill with the motor skills. Bones can chill, frigid flow, Harlem shaking shoulder still. Frozen in place, you know I'm a go in this state. And every other plenty covered, going to Logan today. Hoping and praying you cope with this lane. I'm focused and lame, vocals down with the goat. You know I'm soaking the game, and I wrote this a layman, so comprehend it. Just as bitches copying it. Those niggas with the popping image, tend to pen them sloppy written. It's a hot percentage, master. It was my beginning. Killer's word was my revealing. It's obvious that I be getting hungry for my hobbyist. Yes, I became a god with this shit. Lobbying for my resistance. Don't risk it, bitch. I'm relentless. Anybody, I'm ready to body definitive line to the last sentence. Independent with a passionate knack just to pass my last sentence. You bad pitching, I'm bad flipping. There go got some bad tempers. Start rushing like it's last minute. You know we back. Can't hold me back. They want the old us, the old me, the OD. I know what you want. Bad. Said they want the old us, the old me, the OD.
Be careful what you ask for. Lyrics are never the point of contention when shit is considered boom bap. Niggas seriously want nickel who made boom bap. It ain't like I done grown too fast. How many raps I gave you high on throne and a rhinestone do-rag? I stopped talking awesome, you drop me, say I ain't growing. Therefore I'm sauce walking, you stop me, but I ain't going. Fell out with every team, my allegiance is to my health. Longevity is all I'm competing with is myself. What in the fuck would you say if, let's say, I roll switch and they wanted to old you? You say, play my old shit. Same way that I do. The flame steak is Wagyu. You can mind the artist, but you can't change the module. These anecdotal sayings are forever dangerous. They tell the artists stay the same for your entertainment. Pay your dues with transparency and mail the payment. You know who's guaranteed to lose? He who never changes.
You know we back. Can't hold me back. They want the old us, the old me, the OD. I know what you want.
Bad.
Said they want the old us, the old me, the OD.
Be careful what you
The more the stepper with shovels, the more the bury. We can simplify it and still send them flying. I'm getting sick of a time where every tick we climbing, elevating, going up like it's noontime. Crew size dwindling, niggas switching like futons. I pause the conscious to launch the monster and cause the problems. And time can stomp on my violent with these commas, partner. Been progressing with every blessing, but yet people were questioning that killer T rise from the dead, but he never left. You so, but I'm pressed to death. Get your man out of here and do prepay your best. Killer T, your bad bag, Motor City, mass rap. Know that we need hazmats, bloody in the track. Yeah, it's 508 and 5'9" in our back, dogs last on the track. Raw, careful what you ask for.
You know we back.
Can't hold me back. They want the old us, the old me, the OD. I know what you want. Bad. Said they want the old us, the old me, the OD.
Be careful what you ask for. And that's how I feel, my nigga. Motherfuckers always asking for shit. Like we work for them. I always say, yo, we are not employees of the people. We are employees of the art form. But do be careful what you ask for, because you just may get it like Burger King. What's the 5'9"? Tierre, Diaz. Got it. Love and respect. Yeah. You asked for it.
Dope song, dope video. Fuck yeah.
Word, thank you.
That was fire. I love it.
That shit got me
This
hyped.
is my first listen, but
Fuck
I
yeah.
love that already. And that's like that's probably like the biggest mainstream name you've worked with so far. And he's like a legend. He's a killer, Royce the 5'9". I mean, you've worked with a lot of underground legends, but that's probably besides like working with ICP, like the biggest mainstream artist. How was that experience working with him?
Absolutely incredible. That's another one where I manifested, visualized, knew it would happen. That's definitely one of the top people I wrote down, you know what I'm saying, along with ICP, you know what I'm saying, and some other favorites of all time. But he was so fucking dope. He was so nice. so welcoming in the studio because we all shot that in his studio in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So the whole process, dog, we were vibing, bro. He was down for whatever. I even got some, behind the scenes where I'm like, kind of telling him how to do the hook. He was like, "You want me to hit that part right there?" I'm like, "Yeah, hit that." And he fucking hit it, bro. Kill it. Grammy nominated. You know what I'm saying? Legend. And first time I heard him was obviously Slim Shady LP, and then followed his career ever since. And Bad Meets Evil, the project. You know what I'm saying, with him and M. Came at a real pivotal time in my life, and I thought he fucking smoked it every track.
That was an amazing project. He did. And I like the Bad Meets Killer play on, and I already peeped that when I first seen the title. I was like, oh, I wonder if there's gonna be more than this song.
Right. So that kind of goes to the fact where I never settle. Right. So having Royce on the song is a big deal, and it's something I'm very grateful for. But I knew the fact, DJ Clay's calling me. I knew for the fact that what's it called? That if I wanted Royce on the track, I knew I wanted that bad meets evil shit. You know what I'm saying? I wanted that Royce because he evolved. He's also evolved to a very conscious, Grammy-nominated rapper, positive rapper, telling his life story, switching his subject matters. But when I brought him the idea, I was like, let's do Bad Meets Killer. Let's get that bad back, you know what I'm saying, for one last run, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, let's do it. Careful what you asked for. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I knew I wanted that Royce, man, and I got him.
That's fucking sick, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you've done a lot of tracks with a lot of artists I like just in general in the underground. Mercules, Trilogy, Jaya, B Hood, Darian Saffron, Mad Child, Cryptic Wisdom, Herb the Phenom, Jay Reno. Like you've worked with a gang of like underground legends. Who was your favorite one to work with?
ICP, man.
Besides ICP, being a juggalo, that's always going to be the go-to. But
okay.
Other features you've gotten.
How about an artist outside of juggalo culture?
All right. I got two different questions there. So underground and outside of juggalo culture.
Well, I mean, some of them are juggalo adjacent, like Herb the Phenom, he's adjacent, and Trilogy is kind of adjacent. JLB Hood, they're juggalo adjacent, like juggalos, right. But they're not,
Okay.
That's why I just said underground, because you got a bunch of them you feature with.
That's a great fucking question. I'm gonna go with is Young. I was gonna say Young Buck. But he's like mainstream. Yeah. But I'm proud of Young Buck. You know what I'm saying? He's on my first album. I grew up listening to G Unit, 50 Cent, and I think Welcome to Cashville is one of my favorite albums, one of my favorite projects. So working with Young Buck, aside from that was Lee's answer, you know what I'm saying? Because you were like, other than underground. So Young Buck was a big one for me. I'm still trying to shoot that music video with him.
That Buck the World album I had on repeat as a kid.
Oh, Buck the World is big too. Yep, 100%. So that was a big one, man. I was a big G Unit 50 Cent guy, and I love Young Buck's work, man. So happy to have him on project. Oh, easy question, Mad Max, man. Mad Max is my guy. Mad Max is the homie, man. Because I say him because we perform a lot. We perform a fucking lot together, and and I perform with Zitro as well. When we're together, he's in Michigan, I'm in Detroit, but we cross paths a lot, whether it be the Gathering, whether it be Michigan. So I do like performing with Zitro, but Mad Max, he's local. So like whenever we are on stage together, it's very, very dope.
Now, can I ask the hot question? Which was your least favorite one to work with out of all them underground features?
It should be Mad Child. Batman.
I mean, it's to me, I think it would be with the work ethic, like how long it took them, how many different times it took to do something with them, like how drawn out a project was. Like I figured that would come into play.
It's crazy because a lot of the features, like the underground shit, is like Killer T shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them are old. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really remember that process all that much. And a lot of my new features are Royce the 5'9", ICP, King Gordy, Zitro, people, that, you know, are you know, that are, I'm not trying to like, I'm trying to build my name, but like when I was working with a lot of those people, I was just taking like any feature I can and like just trying to go out there. Now I'm more selective with who I'm on the track with, you know what I'm saying, and who I want to create with. So a lot of those names and a lot of those tracks, I don't really remember the process. I was just a kid grinding in my fucking mom's basement, you know what I mean?
You didn't really have any negative ones going on then, or ones that
I'm sure I have. I just don't. They don't come to the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
If they don't come to the forefront, they don't count. That's what I'm saying. That means all in all, you probably had a bunch of good experiences with a bunch of people, you know, in retrospect. Because if you can't 100%. Even think of like a least favorite, then none of them were that bad.
I want to shout out Whitney Payton real quick because, dog, niggas don't know. She's been rocking with me since maybe 2011. You know what I'm saying? She's been rocking with, she reached out to me. She heard about me first. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we have a song on Overkill that's like a 2013 mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So like, we kind of just been, and to this day, we're still very close. You know what I'm saying? We're still very close, and she never lost sight of me. She's always followed me, even when I was like, not really in the music, because there was a section, like I told you, there was a section where I was kind of had music on the back burner for acting, you know what I'm saying? So even that, she never like lost sight of me. And, you know, I just wanted to give her a shout out, man, because she's a day one fucking person who reached out to me first, and seeing her ascension and never losing sight of me. That means she's a real one. You know what I mean?
He's evolved really good too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So with you working with FV, is that how it led to you getting like the features with the people from like the Strange Camp, like Irv and JL and all that?
Irv, I reached out. That was on that was like that was like Energy. Like that was on my album Energy. So 2019. I reached out to Irv. I was a fan of Irv, you know, Hunterish and shit like that. And then he had a name change as well to Nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted Irv the Phenom, you know what I'm saying? But no, the FE shit kind of just really got me a nice, fucking solid, dope fan base. And Hobson to this day, people don't know, Hobson contributed to Manaflex album greatly in ways that people will never know. You know what I'm saying? He reached out to me behind the scenes and during the process, you know, during the era where it was being created. So like I'll have nothing but glowing words for Hobson, man, because he to this day is the homie. You know what I mean?
So you doing all the stuff with FV, how did you end up doing something with the Joker, who's infamous for dissing literally every single person in the scene forever? How did that happen?
Joker, another name that we kind of found out through the Don't Fuck Up Our Beat contest. He was, you know, killing it around that time. And I found out through FV. I think Hobson shared his video or something. And so I became a fan. I liked the Joker shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I really liked it. It was different. His production was amazing. He rapped his ass off. He sung pretty well and shit. So I was a Joker fan. And then they had the little riff with FV, but then it got squashed. You know what I'm saying? So but he had a contest, I Dare You to Diss Me, where he basically put a bunch of rappers in a ring and was like, you know what I'm saying? So I did a diss track to him called On, and that was one of the most popular songs and videos to come out of that contest. So I dissed the Joker in his contest. And that was one of the most popular ones. And then he had like a whole tournament in which we had to diss each other and shit like that, with Passionate MC, who was the homie and shit like that. So we did a song together, me and Passionate. But Joker, solid, you know, behind the scenes with me.
That's a very fitting story to how you got in with him. That sounds like everything he would do as like an infamous diss track guy.
Infamous, yeah, 100%. Had a whole contest off that. But yeah, when it came down to my album, I had that collab just chilling. You know, I had the Joker collab just chilling, and it's just was sitting there for a while until I found the right topic to write about. He was like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Who am I?" So I wrote a song 100% about myself, you know, describing who I am to people and having my cats on that shit too, because they're much as part of me as possible. So you can hear him meowing in the background and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Now, did you ever do a track with Sketchy Ways?
Nah.
No, you know who that is.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was another one in that contest and shit like that.
I thought he was actually pretty dope.
Yeah, do you know if he's still around or anything like that?
I was wondering the same thing because it's like he
saying.
just fell off the earth.
Yeah, a lot of people did, and I think that's the difference between me and a lot of people. So like the Royce song actually reached a lot of people that was like, holy shit, like I know you from FV, I knew you from the, you know what I'm saying? Like they call me a YouTube legend or whatever, a YouTube veteran. I was like, damn right, welcome back, brother. I'm only getting started. You know what I mean?
Welcome back. Fucking I kind of wanted to not exactly touch on a question that D already asked, but sort of branch off of it. He asked if you'd had any negative experiences with any artist. Maybe not that in particular. Have you had any negative shows though? Have you ever had an experience where you were booed? Maybe like you chose the wrong venue and you were like, "Oh shit, maybe not for me."
Never that. Never got booed. Here's what sets me apart. Okay, here's why I've been able to tour, get paid, make pretty much live performing. All right, because I give my motherfucking all. And I'm on stage, okay? So like whether it be one fucking person. So any type of bad experience I had on stage, it might be due to a shitty fucking mic and I'm screaming because the mic's too low and I blow my voice out. Or there's fucking one person in the crowd or some shit like that. And I'm still performing. I'm still going out, you know what I'm saying? Like rocking for that one ninja, you know what I'm saying? So like I've had those experiences, but that doesn't sway me. I'm still going to be drenching fucking sweat after that performance every single time. And now that I have a little bit of an audience, now my every show I have will pretty much have a guaranteed audience. I now find ways to make it different. I now found ways to make it more intimate, make it specific to the region I'm at and shit like that. I'm always finding creative ways. That's where my creativity comes into play and helps me a lot. You know what I'm saying? To always switch it up, always make it fresh. When I was on tour with Shaggy, I had a different intro and different set list, every type of show. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. You've really made a name for yourself with all of it. Have you had any this is kind of random, obsessive fans yet?
I've had here's the thing. Here's what I'm trying to get back to. All right. So Killer T, young, he had a lot of female fans back in the day. All right. I'm in a position now where and I see the statistics because we are able to see the statistics. You know what I mean? I have a lot of male fans now. It's like the demographic kind of switched because a lot of underground people are mainly male, and obviously there's female juggalos and female underground fans as well, but the number is less. So I'm trying to, I gotta find a way to reach back to the female fan base because back in the fan sign days and shit like that, I had a lot of female fans and shit like that. And to your question, obsessive, of course, you know what I'm saying? A lot of DMs, late nights, sending me nude, shit like that. But nowadays it's like it's just like males, which is cool. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, like I'm not gonna switch my music up. I'm always gonna make some shit for the ladies, like every project. So like I need female fans because I'm always going to make that. I'm always gonna make love songs.
Song for the women?
My biggest song for the women is two, and they're completely different. One is Listen to Your Heart. That's back on my Killer's World mixtape.
That sounds all like loving and shit.
Love, all right. So a very big one. And then another one's called Worcester Girls, which is basically a track about females from my city. You can consider it a diss track, but I was just being honest. And the reason females like it is because they're like, yeah, fuck them hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, ain't nothing like a Worcester girl. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So those are my two biggest ones. And I have female records on all of my projects. I will continue to make female records. Now it's just reaching them again because the demographic is so heavy male at the moment.
I'm really curious because you're a fan of like improv and comedy and stuff, and you've worked with the clowns. Do you help out with any of the skits or any of that? Do you help like brainstorm any funny shit since you're a comedy fan? I try to input
when I can. I don't like to I probably will more in the future with the Shaggy Show, like have more input and kind of like be more involved. I'm sure I can now, but I feel like there's a lot going on, so I kind of just just chill and do my thing. But as far as helping out with skits, like one of the skits I'm on is what's it called, Insomnia on Yum Yum Bedlam. You know what I'm saying? So I do a voice on the Insane Clown Posse. So you can find me involved with skits. You know what I'm saying? But it's usually other people's brainchilds. And as far as creating skits, that's usually saved for me and what the fuck I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I switch up shit on my live stage a lot. Michael Myers, Jordan Jackson being one of them. You know what I'm saying? And I always try to. A lot of that creativity is saved for special events in my stage show. But if somebody wants more of my input, I'm more than happy to give them. I do give Shaggy 2 Dope some very, very, very rare that I do, but give them some ideas of like vlogs and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
What's your top 5 bucket lists left to do a collab with?
Yeah, easy. Top 5? Okay. Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Haley Williams. That's my top 3. Now I gotta think of 2 more. Dr. Dre. And maybe all right. So the 5th one's the Thinker. So we got Eminem, Haley Williams, Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre. The 5th one. I really like. All right, there's a few. I'm gonna rattle off a couple. Snow the Product is really cool. You know what I'm saying? I really like Snow the Product. And there's a singer named Emmy. Not a lot of people know her. She's Seattle based. I really like her sound. She's up there. And then there's a band called Screaming Females. They broke up, but they're like a kind of a metal band, punk band. And their lead singer, Marissa, big fan of her. Would love to work with her. You know what I'm saying? And I want some Mikey Clark production as well.
What do you think out of that list is the most doable?
All of them. That's my shit, man. That they're all equal. Like if you asked me a couple years ago, you would think like, bro, like a lot of people's dream is to work with ICP. A lot of people don't think that's possible. I did it. You know what I mean? I'm showing you it's possible. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's no reason like ICP and Eminem, like they're legends. Royce the 5'9" and fucking Kendrick, they're legends. You know what I'm saying? So there's no reason for me to not think anything's possible, especially because I've shown that it is possible. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do them all. I know for a fact I'm going to work with every single person I want to.
I don't listen to Eminem, but if you get a collab with him, I'll listen to it.
Hey, hell yeah. It's going to be dope.
I think you on a collab with Second Generation Wu would be fire.
I don't know who that is.
It's all of Wu-Tang's kid. It's a rap group. Second Generation Wu. If you never heard of it, go check it. That's just fire. I think you would be fucking lit if you like could get a track with them. You would fit in good.
That'd be dope, but I'm aiming for Meth. Yeah, I know Method Man's on there. You know what I'm saying? I want to work with Method Man. And funny enough, this Bad Meets Killer drop just got me on a song with Redman. You know what I'm saying? That just fell in my lap. So that's another one about to be checked off. You know what I mean? So I want shout out to Second Generation Wu, but I want Wu right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, I want Meth.
Imagine that leads up to you like working with RZA in film.
Right. Oh yes. I've worked with RZA on film. I've worked with RZA. Yes, I worked on their what's it called? The Wu-Tang show on Hulu.
Oh,
I worked on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a really small role. It was a Rakim concert in season 1, and that's when I went to my first WrestleMania. That's kind of the stars kind of aligned because I had to shoot that in Staten Island, and then I had a shoot, day off, and then a shoot. Right? No, I had an improv show. Day off, and then the Wu-Tang shoot. So instead of like going home on that day off, WrestleMania was in New Jersey. So like I said, all the stars aligned. All my belief in that I'm going to my first WrestleMania kind of just gelled. All the gods and shit like that helped me out like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I worked with RZA. I had lunch with him. You know what I'm saying? I had a very small part, but he was very accessible. So like I was like, oh shit, not a lot of people are accessible. So I'm like, I'm gonna go sit with RZA. You know what I'm saying? I work with RZA.
You got 5 artists for music you want to work with? What are 5 people in comedy you would like to work with?
Amy Poehler, #1 with a bullet, man. If I can work with Amy Poehler and Jim Carrey, okay, that's who I want. That's who I want. And that's who I gotta get. That's who I want. And then Dexter was obviously one. And I worked with him. You know what I'm saying? So I would say for sure, Amy Poehler, Jim Carrey. You want me to only name 5? Because that's it. Like, that's my list.
You ain't got no other comedians you would like to work with? I mean, those are your dreams, but you ain't got
Yeah. So Lauren Lapkus, I'm a big Lauren Lapkus fan. Lily Sullivan. I want to be, involved with the Comedy Bang Bang people. Yeah, man. I just want to. Yeah, Lauren Lapkus, Lily Sullivan. Those are my favorites. Paul F. Tompkins, shit like that.
Hell yeah. I think you could easily do all this, man. The law of attraction's real, manifestation's real, and the way you say you pray and you meditate and you do all this, like if you keep doing it, I'm sure eventually like all of it will happen in due time. Especially like it just sounds like you've been grinding since a young age, and I don't know your home life or how you were brought up, but it sounds like you had a family that pushed you and supported you.
Yeah.
Just from the hustle and the grind,
100%, man. Shout out to my mom. My biggest fan, my day one, showed me, always had belief in me, man. And family adjacent, cousins and, aunties and always supported me from afar. You know what I'm saying? I have a big family, but we're not all around. We're not all here. You know what I'm saying? So, but Facebook, always keeping in contact. But my mom couldn't have done nothing without her, man. She instilled my faith, and she instilled faith in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of doing the same with my 13-year-old right now. He's in love with music and teaching him some little I know and trying to tell him like, yo, if this is what you want to do, like you can go to college, you can make this your career. If this is what you love, I'm all for what you want to do. If this is what you're passionate about, So trying to instill the same thing with him.
Yeah, I don't see why anyone else would do anything different, man. Just because it's a lot of people like portray, put their naysay attitude, their negative attitude on others. You know what I'm saying? Just because they feel bad about themselves, just because they're in a shitty situation, or just because they had a bad experience, they always want to put it on somebody else. And I'm like, fuck all that. You know what I mean? I'm here to do that. I'm here to do the opposite. I'm here to shed light. I'm here to bring the light. I'm here to bring belief and inspire people. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like, oh, that motherfucker's doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it. That's what the whole second album's about.
Now, you grew up your whole life in Worcester?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Town.
What was your experience like growing up there, old Massachusetts?
Yeah, man. 508. I will rep that forever, man. I'm super proud of it. It's a fucking, it's crazy. It's everything people say it is. It's what's it called? Not legacy. Reputation precedes itself. You know what I mean? So I grew up in, I've been in the hoods. I've been in the fucking roughest neighborhoods, shit like that. Just growing up, family, friends, hanging out with my cousins. And that was just like, regular life. And then I grew up down the hill from South High and shit like that. You know what I mean? So like, I had to find single mother household. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in the hood, but I found myself in the hoods because my family and friends were there. You know what I mean? And it wasn't till, maybe teenagers years where I started finding out, about the underground scene and shit like that, Tammany Hall, and finding about the thriving hip hop community in Worcester. And I was like, all the motherfuckers are doing it. I know I can do it. And that kind of opened the door for me to do it.
Yeah, I'm born and raised down here in Florida, and I grew up in Jacksonville, and I had a couple friends that were from they called it Wartown, Worcester, where you're from. They put me on a bunch of underground stuff at like 17 that I had never heard of because it's all from up north and Midwest, and good people that I got to meet that were from there. But they would tell me stories of how crazy it was.
It is crazy, and that like circles back to why Juggalo Day in 2025 is in Worcester. You know what I mean? Because it's such a clown town. It's so deserving because of who the fuck we are and what we and our legacy we built. You know what I'm saying? Being one of ICP's favorite stops every year. You know what I'm saying? To stop in the show to tell us how special we are to them. You know what I'm saying? You can watch any documentary, anytime they talk about Worcester, it's a big pop from them. And that's because we are the shit. You know what I'm saying? I can say that, you know what I'm saying, with all certainty. You know what I mean? And it's because, you know, Juggalo weekend, Juggalo Day tends to be in a warm climate, you know, whether it be San Antonio, LA, Florida, shit like that. But they were like, bro, if any cold ass city needs a Juggalo Day, it's Worcester, Mass.
And that has to be like a dream come true too, getting to play and do that for Juggalo weekend in your home city, which would probably be like one of the biggest clown shows y'all have there.
Oh man, that's goes back to timing, man. Timing is everything, brother. Like that's some shit that I couldn't have fathomed, and that's a big reason why the album's finally coming out. Because once I realized it was in Worcester, no doubt in my mind, I had to get on that show. I had, you know, and it was just everything was right. You know what I mean? Everything was right. And I was like, that's a lot of momentum right there, man. Being on Juggalo weekend is a lot of fucking momentum. I'm gonna make the most of it, and I'm gonna make an impression on every single person in that building, because that's where it all started for me, literally. So I'm gonna fucking give back everything I got. Five away all day.
Goddamn, that was an awkward silence.
So with this new album drop, you got any merch bundles or anything you're doing with it? Anything special with the album drop? Pre-orders, stuff like that?
Oh yeah. We'll definitely have some pre-order bundles and shit like that for sure. Yeah, we're gonna make it fresh. It's been on hold this whole time. It ain't gonna just be, you know what I mean? It has to be fresh, man. It has to be something that collectors want. And that if you just want to listen to it, that's enough for me. But if you want to go out and support it, it's going to be always something fresh for the collectors.
We've got somebody in the chat asking if you know a bunch of people.
Okay, well, let's get it.
Humble Among, Dot Strife, Cheese House, and Will Gates. Homie's asking if you know any of them.
I never met any of those people. I know I reached out to Strife to do a video at the Gathering one year, and I was like, I'll just do it myself because I make my own videos. But I liked his style at the time, so that conversation was really quick. But yeah, I make my own videos and shit like that. I did the shit with Royce. I did the Juggernaut video. So I was like, yeah, I'll just do it myself. I'll save the money. You know what I mean? When I do outsource videos, it's just because I just want a different style. You know what I'm saying? Different style than what I got. So when I outsource and I reach out, if the price point is too crazy, I'm like, all right, it's fine. But everybody else, no, I never met anybody else from that list.
He said Humble Among goes to Worcester.
Hey, he'll be there. Hell yeah.
Good shit.
And if I did meet any of them, I just it must have been at the Gathering, and I just I don't know, maybe their name didn't. You know, maybe they didn't introduce the name. They just said like "what up" or something like that.
Fucking, you have no idea how many people I've met just in passing at the shit. I've probably met you just in passing at the Gathering. We probably had a conversation before.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I've said what's Gathering and passing. That's about it. What I do to most people when I'm there. Hey, what's up?
That's it.
Hey, keep doing shit. You're killing shit. Keep it trucking. You know.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Exactly. How is it working with Clay?
It's dope, man. Because funny enough, we've only worked in studio twice. Once for the song he's on, Man and Flex, and then second was just last week when I was in Michigan for another track. So we've only been in the first track was just him doing cuts. So that was pretty simple. You know what I'm saying? He killed that. And then the second one, we recorded a track in which he's also going to do cuts on, but I recorded it on the mic that came from the Lotus Pod. So apparently the fucking Wraith and shit was recorded on that shit. So I was like, all right, that's fucking dope. So I recorded with him only twice, man. But Clay's, first and foremost, I respect his craft. I respect his production. I respect his everything he brings to the table, man. You know what I mean? But he's the homie, first and foremost. Like, he showed me love since day one when we met in the Lotus Pod. You know what I'm saying? He's been A1 solid fucking riding. You know what I'm saying? Just straight brotherhood. You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't pay him to call you before?
Nah, is that a joke?
No, yeah, when he was calling you earlier. Yeah. Call me while I'm live. Nah, but every time I've met Clay, he is a dope ass person. I've gotten to meet him a few times, and so I was just wondering what it kind of like was working with him, because I remember when the Let 'Em Bleeds first came out, and that was like one of my favorite series and mixtapes to hit the Juggalo scene, like a breath of fresh air at the time.
100%. I can't confirm. Let 'Em Bleed 5 is on the way, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I hounded him on Twitch for weeks on end about Let 'Em Bleed 5, and he's like, yeah, it's coming out next year. I'm like, fuck yeah. He's like, and I told him, I was like, you should do another mixtape series with like C17 and all them called like Pages of Blood. And you had the book
right.
Pages of Blood, Let 'Em Bleed. But are you can you let me know? Are you doing anything on 5?
I'll be there. I'll be there for sure.
Okay.
I'll be there 100%.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Play some Stone Cold.
Let's do it.
I think after this,
Yeah, there go killer. Call me a flow zilla, mo illin', the running the 4-wheeler over coke dealers. I'm so feeling, so militant vicious. This is the instance where I rip it. Got for women in the kitchen, system pumping, glass breaking. Shorties with ass shaking, way too hot, I'm fast blazing. No, that's the brass statement. Fuck authority, trying to quarantine, destroy the scene. Not too many people cross me. More importantly, I'ma raise a little bit of hell as well. Go through the roof like hell in a cell. Cell on myself, honey's ringing, ding the bell. I enter my zone, and when I'm on, I'm in the moan, and in the mo, since I'm in the mall. I'm finna blow, and I'm so low, busting down the doors, watch them go. I don't give a fuck, no, I don't. So, bro, watch this independent flow, bro. This Stone Cold, this is attitude music. Known to shut the fuck down, got the avenue moving. I'm vastly improving, you sadly reducing. You think you vastly stupid, yo, ass a nuisance. Always show up uninvited, raise hell, then leave my people, that's how we like it. No need to move in silence, we wildin' and getting violent all day till the night ends. I wish a motherfucker would. 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 Middle fingers up, then we scream. Hell yeah. Hit this bitch up, then we scream. Hell yeah. Middle fingers up, then we scream. Hell yeah. We don't give a fuck. Don't you see? Hell no. Y'all must be stunned how I'm making this beat my son. Speaking of heat, when at my tongue, see the beat sound so redundant. We run shit, y'all be missing a point like Condit. Kicking doors, spitting raw, twisting sounds like sun kiss. Call me champion, murdering like every song, and beyond, trashing it and beyond. Sweeter than candy, dog, knowing your vocals. You would think that I was bowling away, I'm rolling you over. Nah. With a little bit of heat to spare, be prepared. 0 degrees is taking over, my man, making the speakers flare. I'm wreaking havoc, rapping hazard, and smashing whack shit. You barely, you passing gas when you think you snapping. Snap, man, to a stone coaster. In it for action in the bros, no wonder. You hitting Paul while your boys fall under. You don't want it, fuck with the ghost, son. Step up in the spot, put the middle fingers up. Call the cops, get the cuffs, cause we don't give up. I'm saying, you want you stand shut. So what's up, man, this place about to buzz. Always show up uninvited, raise hell, then leave my people, that's how we like it. No need to move in silence, we wildin' and getting violent all day till the night ends. I wish a motherfucker would. 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 Middle fingers up, then we scream. Hell yeah. Hit this bitch up, then we scream. Hell yeah. Middle fingers up, then we scream. Hell yeah. We don't give a fuck, don't you see? Hell no.
Now say stone, y'all say cold. Stone, stone. When I say hell, y'all say yeah, hell, hell. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish. What? I wish. That's my time. What's the thank you? I love y'all. Shout out to Brian. That's a very nice t-shirt, which you can get in the merch booth right back there. Tierre, Diaz, Energy album out now. I love y'all. What's the mask? Cheer, whoop, whoop.
I like your music videos, homie.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
It's a big part of music for me is the videos. You kill that shit.
So I'm gonna take it that's Flintos on stage that you stone cold because he's in the chat said you stunned him twice at the end of your show.
No, in the video, no, man. But I stunner people almost every show. You know what I'm saying? At this point, it's become a tradition, especially underground shows. You know, I'm not gonna, Stone Cold's not played at like when I'm opening for Redman and Method Man or anything like that. But for underground shit, like people that can appreciate the song, motherfuckers volunteer at this point. At first, I was stunning.
People ever ask you.
100%. Yeah, people want that shit lined up. People ask me weeks in advance, like, "Yo, can I get a stunner at this show?" I'm like, "All right, yeah, let's do it."
You got a show coming out to Iowa, man. Like maybe just break my back.
So I take it.
And when it comes to and then
your favorite wrestler.
Yes, Stone Cold is my favorite wrestler of all time. Yes, sir. So that goes back to if I fucking love something, I'm presenting it to the world. I'm incorporating it in what I love. You know what I'm saying? But there was a fucking Stone Cold stunner extravaganza at the Shaggy 2 Dope tour in Worcester. I was expecting only a couple people to come on stage, and then the whole fucking stage was fucking full of people. When I gave out the most stunners I ever gave back to back to back, it was fucking dope. But yeah, man, I usually stunner somebody. Nah, I don't get tired.
So that makes me curious. Have you ever done anything in wrestling? Because you do the acting and the improv and
yeah, man. I do music, man. I do the Flip Gordon's theme. He's right now.
I mean, like actual wrestling. Like
I understand. But it's kind of and you seen in the video, I dabbled, stunning a little bit. I got in the ring a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, it felt really good coming off those ropes, man. But
it's pretty clear
I would love to, be involved in wrestling more because it is a love of mine. I work with WWE a little bit, on some affiliation shit. I'm in the wrestling. I've signed a Ring of Honor contract. I've signed a AAA contract. Like I've done shit in wrestling. I just never been on screen. I did this thing on Twitch where it was like a quarantine action wrestling in which we played wrestling characters. So I was a wrestling character, you know what I'm saying? And that was really fun. That was a lot of fun. I think I can be really good at it as an on-screen character and all the work I'm doing backstage. But as far as taking bumps, I could take a bump. I think I'll be better as a manager. Put me as a mouthpiece. I think I can kill that shit. You know what I mean?
What was your character for the quarantine?
I was a dude named KTD, and he was kind of like me turned up to like 20. So he was like a movie star, a multi-platinum, you know what I'm saying? Like he was just a heel fucking rapper, actor, shit like that. So he was just me turned up to fucking 50, and he was an asshole, and he's a crowd favorite, you know what I'm saying? But I got to cut really intricate promos because that's what the show is based off of, is promos and then simulation in WWE 2K. So it was real life characters, and a lot of them were improv comedians. So a lot of people who played these characters were comedians. So that's how I got involved with that. know what I'm saying? So it's all these character actors and comedians playing these wrestlers and then simulation based WWE 2K. It was really cool.
I think it'd be dope if you could take the KTD idea into like a JCW match, at least for a gathering. That would be
I would fucking kill it. I would kill it, man. I know I would. Just put me with the right muscle. I think I could let's fucking do it. Let's make that shit happen, man. Cause on screen, I know I can bring a lot to the table.
That's what we need on the Shaggy show is a Tierre Diaz wrestling segment.
Manny and Shaggy bring it up constantly, man, about me wrestling, especially Manny. He's like, why the fuck ain't he wrestling? And Shaggy was like, he just hasn't started yet. Like the way they talk about me wrestling is like it's gonna happen.
Like when you got a friend that ain't smoked bud, he'll start.
Right, exactly. I'm like, I'm happy.
With your background, I could totally see it though. I could see you like coming up with a storyline and doing it through like JCW or something and for fun, and like with your background in acting and comedy and rap and everything, I think you could do something pretty magical.
I know I can. I've done it. I know for a fact that I have that in me. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? When it's time, maybe I'll bring it up to Violent J. You know what I'm saying? Manny's been known. Manny been known that I can contribute a lot. You know what I'm saying? But just has to make sense. I have to be with the right people. I can't just be stuck with the backseat boys. And you know what I'm saying?
I think I'm gonna have to make my departure at this point. But
sure. I was gonna get to wrapping it up so we can leave a door open for some future shit.
All right, let's do it.
What would you like the outro to be? And I'll get that ready.
Yo, I want to first of all thank you for having me. Thanks for everybody in the chat watching, everybody who's watching the replay of it. Just follow me, man. Follow my journey, Tierre Diaz on all socials. If you have Spotify, follow me there. If you have Apple Music, make sure you add my songs to your library. I just want as many people involved in my journey as possible, because we only getting started, man. So, but Bad Meets Killer, the music video, you've seen it. Go run it. We're trying to get that to 20,000 and then 100,000. We're trying to get it, as big as possible.
If you weren't in the chat when that shit played, go catch it right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Maniflex, the album is officially underway, man. Juggalo weekend next Saturday. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a big year. But first and foremost, just everybody go follow me. Come along on this journey, man. We just getting started.
Sure.
There we go.
It's that pure wicked, a sore vision, of course, sitting in. Still stacking body at the body, keeping them more busy. We're flipping like 450s course, this is your ending. Getting all the replicas defending for the authentic on the port, sitting with a corpse with me. I'm awful. Tempted to put your head up on the porcelain plate. Dishwasher, microwave safe. Be sure to finish every bite and won't let none go to waste. That's really what's the stake for you motherfucking imitates. We the ghost, and you've been afraid. Toast, have a dinner date. Be sure to cherish every minute, man, cause the clock's ticking and we watch you disintegrate. You had the options, can you finish all that talking that you did it? Accelerated the process of your ending. We the ones haunting your conscience when you touch a mic, cause you know it's only a matter of time before we cut off your lights. The underground. Close to the underground. Close to the underground. Turn the stage to graze, whether it's unpaid or compensated. We rock and blaze it and unfazed. But these other rappers be looking at them like entrees. Abracadabra, the crowd scatter when that song plays. Whether the whole crowd can fit in the back of a van or they fucking packing the stands. We ain't slacking the strains. If they watching from the bar, we got them tragedy. Give me the dagger so I can rapidly stab them and put them back in the casket, cause they ain't after me. Motherfucker, ask for me. When you wanna set rich and leave the venue beating half to death. Shit. And when we finally leave, we in the back of the mind of the other MCs. We could be seen in their sleep, can't seize in their weak, cause they know them. Even if they beat, they can't compete. Competitive foes, get them alone. Competitors gone, you can better than guess who the cause, bitch. We're called the ghost. Ghost to the underground coast. Ghost to the underground coast. Ghost to the underground. Fuck around and find out we coming down.
Now, before we jump off here, I gotta ask, what's the wildest shit you seen go down at the gathering?
We like to ask them people.
Yeah, probably because I'm on Merch Row, so where I'm set up with Clay and everything. So a lot of that shit goes down right on Merch Row, like the blowjob and the ass eating contest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those are fucking nasty. I saw the video.
Yep, right there you go. And then just like the wet t-shirt contest, those girls go kind of crazy. It's not even a wet t-shirt; they just put 2 liters in it. Shit. So yeah, it's porn. It's instant porn for sure. So that comes to mind: the wet t-shirt contest, and then the blowjob and the ass eating contest. Right there,
I haven't seen the ass eating contest.
Yeah,
that was last year. Yep.
I gotta say the 2019 wet t-shirt contest was probably some of the wildest shit.
Damn.
When you're watching those contests, do you like cheer for somebody like, oh, that guy's eating ass like a pro? I'm betting on him.
I didn't stick around. I'll tell you that. Like I see it. I didn't stick around. I didn't see who won. I didn't see.
I saw it. I didn't see. I watched it.
Like, yeah.
No.
I was out of there quick, and then the blowjob one, same thing. I was like, just to see I saw it, walk the fuck away. I was not staying tuned.
I started walking away, and I already started hearing cheering.
Right. But the wet t-shirt, yeah, a lot of crazy shit happens there too. But I do watch those. Those are fun.
Has there been anything that sticks out that while you've been performing?
What you mean?
Like somebody in the crowd, is it with me?
Some crazy shit going on while you're up on stage performing.
Nah, man, everybody's vibing. That's when I'm performing, if motherfuckers aren't vibing, I'm doing something wrong. If I'm noticing something else, then I'm not doing my fucking job. So when I'm on stage, I see motherfuckers rocking.
Get like dropped in your crowd though?
Huh?
Nobody ever got like dropped in your crowd, you know? You never see a big fight pop out front row?
Oh, nah, man. I'm all good. I'm good vibes on stage, man. I'm good vibes, good energy, and just here to entertain. So if motherfuckers is doing some fuck shit out there, I'm not doing my job. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in my fucking vision is having a good time.
Hell yeah.
You killed it every time I've seen you perform.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Where was that ghost video shot at? It looked like a abandoned house. Where at?
Yeah, man, it's here in Massachusetts, man. Okay. I shot that video twice and we shot it. It was scary. You know what I'm saying? It was legit scary. All the lighting and shit was us. Other than that, we're in a dark ass, abandoned ass. We don't know what the fuck is going on. But it was dope. The visuals came out amazing.
Well, I'm about to be throwing each of those music videos we played tonight in my rotation.
Yes, sir. That's what it's all about, man. And then they got a new one dropping very soon off the new Maniflex album featuring Aunt G. Yes, sir.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, we hope you have a decent time.
Down the road.
It was dope. It was quick. You know, I watched some of your other interviews. It was like Not as quick. Maybe because there's more people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because it was all three of us. But it was like boom, boom, boom. So I fuck with it. You guys did a great job, man. Hopefully I did too.
Appreciate it.
Oh no, it was amazing. It was dope chopping up with you and getting to know more because, like I said, I only know you from the Juggalo scene, and then Lee's like, "Hey, you want to come on?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll come on. I just do it because I fuck with you." And I was like, "It's Tierre Diaz." I'm like, "Let me look into this guy a little bit." And I'm like, "Holy shit, there's this whole other life I didn't know about," and that kind
You
of
realized you were a prior fan.
Yeah, I didn't realize, never put two and two together. Didn't know you acted. Like it was pretty, it's pretty interesting to get know more than just the Juggalo shit.
Right, and then as long as we went, as much as we covered, we have so much more to talk about next time, brother.
For
I
sure.
mean, with everything you talked about, I feel like we just scratched the surface.
100%.
Have you wrote a book yet?
Nah.
Oh man, that's gonna be a book one day. Your life.
Crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Like I said, I'm just getting started, man. Yeah. I'm just a baby in this bitch. As long as I've been in it, as much as I come, I'm still just a baby in this bitch. We just getting started.
How old are you?
I'm born in 91.
He's 33.
There you go.
He's a Virgo. 9/13.
Yeah.
He's on the Libra cusp. I was gonna ask, since you're on the cusp, are you more passive, like non-confrontational, like a Libra, or nah?
I don't know anything but my Virgo. I rap Virgo. I don't know about cuss. I'm a Virgo nigga. So like I know I fuck with other Virgos. That's all I know. I don't know anything else about anything else. You know what I mean?
When you're on the cusp, it means you get like different traits from the sign that you are close to on the cusp, which you're kind of on the cusp of Libra. So I was just curious because most Libras I ever met, they're very passive people. They're social when they gotta be social, but they're kind of like hermetic and like they don't want confrontation unless absolutely necessary. Like they avoid it.
Conflict is one thing. I'm just a hermit in general. Like I like just staying home with my cat, like because I'm out so much. I have to travel so much. I do so much, and it's such a fucking every time I'm out doing a show, so much energy is coming at you. I just like to do as little as possible when I can. So I'm just at home playing PlayStation, watching YouTube with my cat, editing the Shaggy Show. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, and then my regular life is traveling to New York, doing the gatherings, and showing love to everybody, showing love to me. But that's a lot. That takes a lot out of me. So little as I can do as possible. That's where I'm at.
Hell yeah.
All right. You want to let everybody know where they can find all your stuff at?
Yes, sir. Tierre Diaz on YouTube, Tierre Diaz, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, wherever you listen, YouTube Music. Just go add it to your library, man. And if you heard some songs you like, add those. You add my Energy album, man, because there's a lot of good gems on there, including the Stone Cold song. Just add my shit and just have me in rotation because there's bound to be something you like. And follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all that shit, man, because I just want as many people part of this journey as possible.
All right. You got anything else, D or Luke? No.
I mean, one thing I was semi-curious about, if it's not too random, throw one more question in there. So, you brought up before that you wouldn't have started, like say you were opening for Redman. I think you used as an example, you wouldn't bust out Stone Cold Stunner. What's more a mainstream song? Because I'm guessing that's what you mean with that. What's more a mainstream song you would pop out with?
Yeah, so I did perform Redman Method Man. I opened up for them in Worcester, and I hit them with, I could still do a lot of my shit, like No Games, Prime's a good hip hop, no swears, just a good solid fucking hip hop joint. You know what I'm saying? So Prime really hit. I actually debuted that song at that show. So if you watch the video, you see me coming out in the Dexter jacket. That was at the Redman and Method Man show. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of my shit that I perform in the underground is still very clearly hip hop. You know what I'm saying? 6 feet deep, I can perform anywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's just a fucking hip hop song. You know what I mean? But Stone Cold, that's more for motherfuckers like us. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that will go crazy. Right. And Ghost even. Could I perform that? At a mainstream show, sure, but I'd rather save that for the underground shit. Michael Myers, Jordan Jackson. I'm not busting that out at a hip hop show. I'd rather save that for the people that like the theatrics. You know what I mean? So I have a long, extensive catalog that I could switch it up to whoever. You know what I'm saying? I've done fucking college shows. I've done fucking reggaeton shows. And I have shit ready for all of that.
I'm not just saying musically. I have not met many people with more variety, like more artists.
That I'm super big on variety, super big on diversity, super big on reaching as many people and staying true. It's like some people do some shit to reach a certain audience, but it's not genuine. If I do some shit, I like it. I like doing it, and it's genuinely me. That's what I bring to the table. So if I'm doing some shit that
anybody but yourself.
100%. So if I'm doing some shit, I like pop music a lot. I like electro music. I like metal. I like all that shit. I like all these different genres, and because I like them, I want to produce them to my my avenue, to my best of my ability. So my shit is gonna be all over the place, maybe, but that's how the fuck I like to do it. I'm doing it my way. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I can respect that.
All righty. Well, much love again, and thank you. And thank everybody that showed up in the chat and everything.
Word up.
Big fat filthy whoop whoop to everybody.
Hell yeah. Whoa, whoa.
Whoop, whoop.
Much love, y'all.